Welcome back, guys, to Crypto4Life channel. Today we'd like to talk about ICP because I have a great news for you. Let's dive in. Alright guys, like you remember in my first videos about ICP, I market so high level, so high price, and at that time it sounds pretty unrealistic because our market we can hit even 185, 200 or even much higher levels. This last stage on this chart, it's on a Binance. I'm not counting this huge weak candle, you know. If we use only the candle, body candles, we got this weekly gap, and this is the last one. So the full fill is exactly around $200 per coin. So 50% it's going to be around 184, and first resistance can be around 163. And now when we zoom out, this chart doesn't look so bad. And I would like to explain you why. I already made a post on channel where I showed you the major news, what I got today. And the first target, what I posted, it can be the liquidation of these guys, these stop losses. I marked it in my previous videos. And the main idea, we can trade just in the range. We got a top, we got a lowest point here in November, December, then we sweep liquidity, and I showed you we sweep just a few penny. It was here in December 2022, $3.42. Then we dropped to $3.35. So few cents drop, and we got this range, we got a biggest range. So the top of the biggest range, and yes, hypothetically, it can be the top of the next bull run around 2025, 2026, for example. So this range and deviation of this range, it can be around $90, because here, if we go to monthly, we got this range, you know, and the full fill of monthly gap can be $92. All right, remember this number. We go on to the weekly. On the weekly, we also got this range, you know, and the full fill will be 100. But 100 will be like a psychological price, you know, when everybody waiting and add limit orders to fix profit, to fix position. But what if we're not hit 100 and hit just a few dollar less? So here we got a top, we got a bottom. Here, if we use a fib, here for example, we got this gap, forming this gap on a weekly time frame. Then after 11 or 12 weeks, we come back, close 50% of this range, drop it down, and look, exactly around 23 level by fib, you know, can be $93 this gap, and it will be the deviation of this range. So you understand the logic. So basically here we got a local this range, and definitely sooner or later we'll go and test take profit. It's $15. Then we'll close these gaps, and here's a equilibrium of this range, global range. You can tell me, oh, it's not enough for ICP for the next cycle if we hit only $90. Look, if we hit from the lowest point to deviation of this range, it will be over than 2,500% gains. It's more than enough, you know, for a bull run. So the picture can be like this one. Now we go to take profit, retest, going higher over than equilibrium, over than this stop losses, going over than equilibrium at $50. Everybody jump in longs around 2024. We drop it down, you know, to correction, form this support block and bounce to the deviation of this range, $92, $93, almost close full fill of weekly gap, and going down into bear market once again. And you know, when we pump to $50 and then collapse down to 30, from 30 to forming the new high here, sweep this liquidity and forming deviation, we need just to pump 200%. So it's not a big deal, you know. This is how it works. And now I would like to show you why exactly we can hit these targets. If in the most positive cases, you know, total euphoria on the market, the ICP have to reach 5,000% gains to close 50% of this range. At $185, you know, it's gonna be total euphoria. And yes, it's more than possible. Also, Why? Because today I made a post. You can go to ICP Explorer. Looks this visualization. It's a ICP node. So it's cool visualization how it works. All these transactions here, all blocks. And here it's a data center. Here's the blocks. But what is interesting, total supply, 500 millions. Circulation supply, 439 millions. And today we got 255 millions ICP staked. Imagine 50% of total supply are staked. It's crazy. And with these numbers, these charts can look totally different. I made a post here on the Telegram channel, and you can check what the time frame the people stake. So here from 0 to 6 months, first line. So all these lines, it's in the range between 6 months till 7 years. And the last two lines, it's people who stake their ICP over than 7 years, 8 years. So basically, in average, people staked their coins for 1, 2, or 2, 4 years. That's why basically we can see this supply we can hold this supply or maybe even increase this percentage. Maybe people will add more coins in staking, and we will see 60%, 70% lock-it supply. That's why even with this 50% of supply, we go to the market cap calculator and look, let's count the numbers. So $45, it's just equilibrium. Then $90, it's deviation. And for example, 185. So go to circulation supply. Here's this current circulation supply, which people stake it for over than 2 years in average. So till 2025, we can hold this number. So equilibrium, $45, it's 11.4 billions. More than real, you know. Next target, deviation of this global range, $90, it's almost 23 billions. More than possible also. Now it's not sounds so ridiculous, you know, because Shiba Inu got 42 billions, you know, Sol got, I don't know, over than 30 billions last cycle. So everything more than real, more than possible. And total euphoria, it's 185. It's only 50% of weekly gap. It's 47 billions market cap. I'm not sure, so we can hit this number, you know, but everything possible. Just imagine, no hate to Shiba Inu, but just imagine if the meme coin with almost unlimited supply reached 42 billions last cycle market cap. Is it possible for ICP hit this target? I think yes. That's why don't fall in FOMO, you know, for ICP globally. And I would like to show you locally what we can see now. Look, if we go to just the local trades, because now people can wait $2, $1, everything possible. We can hit even here, even let me check. On daily time frame, the fundamental value of this coin now at $2.17. But if you zoom out and take a look on perspective for long term, you know, it's not a big deal, you know, so you can start accumulate, for example, at $4, then at the buy line, $2.93, then at $2.20. So your average entry can be around $3, for example. So it's crazy gains. So now locally on a daily, we bounce from the buy line, exit line, come back to the buy line, bounce. And now basically, yes, we can hit once again, forming a new deviation. It's going to be terrible if we drop once again 50% or even less to the buy line. But I don't think so. We will drop to $2.95. Why? Because on 12-hour time frame, finally, we start curve up. So basically, yes, we are trading the range. And look, what I would like to show you on a 12-hour time frame. Here, we got this top. We got support, top, drop, correction to 76, and collapse down to 27 level. It's locally on 12-hour time frame. So all this FIB is done. That's why, yes, locally we can come back once again to, for example, $3.85 or $3.72. This line curve up, and we can test once again the buy line on 12-hour time frame. So it's locally. But if you zoom out and double check the perspective of ICP for a long run, it's not a big deal to accumulate at $4 or $3.74 or $3.50. It's just my personal opinion, you know. Of course, I can be wrong and we can go into hell, go into zero, you know, but just keep in mind the potential targets for this coin. On a weekly time frame, here, we trade long-term period in the range, we form a deviation, so the real value is $5.92 on 12-hour time frame. Take profit 15.82 and exit line around this weekly gap, it's around $18. So basically we can see the picture like this one, then retest, going higher and going to equilibrium. So it's hard to say about a timing for ICP, you know, but now personally for me, $90 per ICP doesn't look so well. So guys, I hope you like this video about ICP. Go and double check by your own all data on ICP Explorer. Thank you for watching. Subscribe channel, hit the like button, hit the notification button. Don't forget to join my Telegram channel. See you next time, guys.